Welcome to the Perth Turf Talk Punters Show. Hello, Jason.
Hello, hello, Matt. How are you going?
How are you?
Good. Thank you.
Huge 7-race program this week. Are you excited?
I'm excited. Yes,
I'm excited too.
It's small fields, a couple of good races. Always throws up a few surprises in small fields. So not too bad from a bookies point of view because there can be some upsets if the pace is not on or too much pace on. You know, things can change around in the small fields.
Hate to stop you from waffling, but
we need to have some results for the bookies, don't we?
We do. Otherwise, we won't be there next week, or Melbourne Cup Day for that matter.
Yes, it has been a bit light on for the bookies in recent times, but we'll battle away.
We went for about an hour last week, so should we get on with it?
Go on.
Race 1 is a 1,000-metre dash, full clip. We'll go around again after a good run last start. I think we went for it last start. In Eden's Honour is back, goes exceptionally well fresh. Had a horrible campaign last campaign.
Blinkers on, winkers off.
Saxon Coast raced on Wednesday. I can't really see it going around again, but it makes a big difference to this race whether it does or not.
Provide some pace, you think?
Yep. Mr Magic was absolutely backed off the boards in the midweeks. Went horrible. Did over race a little bit. I think it can improve here. Down a little bit in weight as well. They're betting about $7. I thought I saw something.
Okay.
Which is a very good price. I've got full clip on top. Gracetown can go forward as well. William Pike aboard, but I think it's a bit under the odds at 380.
Yeah, fair call. I've done the form, as you well know. In Eden's Honour, on its best form would win this race, especially with the small field, and if it goes well fresh.
And a little bit of pace on.
And with pace on. So that'll be the one I'll be keeping an eye on. It's quite a wide market, isn't it? Always have a lot of respect for Stan Bates first up. He's got this Allah and A, or however you say it. Very well bred. Just Muleland is actually related to Fair Alert and those horses. By Schwarzschild, filly, won a trial.
It led in its trial and was eased down from memory, so it wasn't a bad trial. I think it'd need to be fairly good to beat these first up though. Interesting
thing is Nucky's on after Whitey rode it in 2 trials and he's on Saxon Coast. So Sydney will bit and pen up everybody. Full clip, good one last week, battled away well, had its chance, faced the breeze. She's Roy's Gift, not a big fan of the horse. Open race, everything's a chance by the looks of it.
Yeah, looks like a good race. Should we move on?
Move on to race 2, shall we?
Race 2 is a mile, 62 to 74. It's a bit of an average lot outside of Cristiano, which has the big wraps on it. Just can't load this horse into the barrier. Trials well, they loaded in the trials alright. And jumps well in the trials, and trials well, but race day,
different story.
So I think as a bookie, you just have to take this horse on because you never know what's going to happen on race day. But you always need to be prepared that it might get scratched at the barrier and it might completely ruin your book. Devilish Intent had every hope in the midweeks, ran a fairly good race. Pintata Prince had every chance.
It was a good race last week. Good race, given that Guru race. Just I think if find the form out of that race might hold up pretty well here.
I actually like Pintata Prince.
Yes, and oh thanks. I've got the drink delivery. Thank you. Sorry, Bonus. No, thank you, Maria. Keep going, man. Thank you. It's my drink service.
This video this week sponsored by Diet Coke.
Okay, thanks Maria. Diet Coke.
Thanks very much for the
two training changes here. Cristiano was Kersley, yes. Now Jim Taylor, and Searing Heights was Reed. Now John Love. So interesting. I would, without doing the form again, have Pintata Prince probably on top of the last run. Simply irresistible, has been racing well. Don't know if I said with Haley on draw 1 though. Renee Forrest is on Terminator. It'll go forward and be a chance as well.
Yep. I've got Pintata Prince on top, and I do like Come Flirt With Me a little bit. Good run last start with Harvey aboard. Brad Parnham obviously goes on because Harvey is not around at the moment.
Cristiano definitely a chance if he gets away, but you wouldn't want to be taking the shorts on it. Ruel Fury a bit disappointing last start. And
raced on Wednesday as well, went terrible.
Okay.
Yep.
Come Flirt With Me has good form, but I think it's a Wednesday horse at this stage of its career. So open race the second.
Race 3.
Race 3, one of our favourite races, the 1,000 metre sprint. The Corporation's been scratched. Who's riding Cheetham this week? Kyrie Yule. Dashing Dan, not there to break the speed records.
There is quite a lot of pace in this. I think they've already bet a little bit of overs. Metal Talk, they bet $7. I think that was a fairly good price in this field. With Highly Toxic drawn wide. Celebration Girl went around last week. Free Time went around last week, drawn wide. There'll be tons of pace. I think Metal Talk has a propensity to over race, so I think the pace might help it.
It camped in the trial, didn't it?
Even a Star wasn't much of a run first up either, so there's a lot that you can knock about many of these.
Well, I think this is an each way bet to nothing. Metal Talk.
Well, there's still $6 available if you want to get on.
Yeah. This on its day, if it settles over 1,000 with a pace on, it's without an open class horse. Trialled very, very well. Dungo settles horses nicely. He'll be suited on this, and with pace on, sitting, be awfully hard to beat, and I think $6 is too long.
Very hard to beat.
Celebration Girl has to be a chance drawn one. Again, it surprised me again last week, ran a very good race. Free Time has pacifiers on. I don't know if that suited it last week. I think this horse just needs to jump and run.
I thought it ran quite a good race against that superstar, the Entourage, last week.
Very well bred, the Entourage, and going into that big race on Tuesday. I believe they're considering to scratch Word as a result.
Correct.
Which wouldn't surprise me. Even the Star, disappointing last start, and very easy in the market it was as well. Motion Pictures, very disappointing too, first up.
And No Name City disappointing as
well.
No
Name City disappointing last week. So underlying can improve, back to 1,000, not a 40 to 1 shot. Drawn a bit better.
Each way, all day Metal Talk.
Absolutely.
Just get on.
Absolutely.
Race 4 is another 1,000 metre sprint, 60 to 72, slightly lesser class. You've got Eliza Finger on Lee Rani, drawn wide again. Was a pretty good run back to the 1,000, but she's never won on this horse.
Yes, they haven't drawn a good barrier again, have they, on Lee Rani? Big run last start. Took on that horse the whole way, which was ridden by Ikanushi. No, it was a different race. That wasn't Salsade race. Was that Salsade race? Different race. It was a very good run in any case.
It faced the breeze, and
outside.
That was 1,200 as well. So It was a good run.
Yes.
If it can get near the front, be pretty hard to beat. Although I don't know. I think you have to take it on with Eliza Finger aboard. I'm a sitting pretty. Missed the start at Pinjarra up the straight. Lost all chance. Ran a fair race. It's very speedy as well. You've got Jaw Dropper in there that goes forward.
Heavy Roller, very fast horse from Geraldton way. Yeah,
this is a really tough race. The one I don't know much about is the favourite actually down the bottom, Thunder Lovin' from Adams Stable. Beat Godolphi up the straight at Pinjarra. Godolphi, speedy 1,000 metre horse. I don't know how good it is. Stellar Enterprise.
Is he still alive, Godolphi?
Gaddafi, I think he's gone
as of
last week, yeah. Stellar Enterprise went terrible yesterday, so I don't know how good that form is either. Drawn 10 has to be a risk as favourite in this race.
Well, you look at the top four, Com C, Mixcar, Valura, Military Secret, all been pretty disappointing recently. Valura, not the same horse I thought it was. Mixcar had the run last start. I thought it'd be very hard to beat the run.
Sacked, I think.
Yeah, just battled away. So, you know, never forgotten, a bit of a suck in my opinion.
Southern Comfort, $51 shot?
No, probably not.
I wouldn't have thought
Willie
so.
Wright's riding well. Ben Owen, our old school buddy, training the place like he's
he trains the odd winner here and there, so...
Certainly, outlier. Now there's a horse that likes 1,000 metres, not impossible as well, over the 1,000. So, a lot of chances that lay the shorties here, hope for the best.
Hard race, yep.
I'd say.
The big one, the Asian Bow, this is...
Terrible race.
A bit disappointing, from my opinion, the number of nominations.
Group 3 race, can you believe it?
Group 3, Lucky Gray's going to go in as an odds-on shot. I don't think it should be odds-on, but outside of it and Mega Steel, I'm finding it hard to find anything to beat these two. I think Mega Steel will go straight to the front. Although one astute judge did point out to me that Megatick's got blinkers on. To run last start was horrible. blinkers may sharpen it up, but I think it's got other problems.
Wouldn't surprise me if Megatic did lead with blinkers on.
Could do. Yeah.
And it wouldn't surprise me if Dino Mac actually led as well. Mega Steel, big run last start. Most underrated animal, in my opinion. But it's not a horse they normally go for or back, so Lucky Grey will probably start odds on.
Well, they've already bet $2.15 into $1.90.
We'll probably taking on again, I'd suggest.
Yeah, Mega Steel's a big value here, $6 at the moment in places. That's the one I'll be getting on each way, all day.
Mega Steel, yes, not Megatic, yeah.
Mega Steel, yeah. Tarzi, $21 in one place. Always goes much better second up. So that is the blowout chance, but outside of those, I can't have any of these.
I don't like the race. I need to watch the replay again last start, Tranquility, to have any judgment. This small field will suit. If it sits handier, some chance of an
Quite
upset.
a good run, yeah, last start.
But yeah, not a Group 3 race, unfortunately. So disappointing for Perth Racing. That race hasn't come up this year.
The Burgess Queen is the other feature on the program. This is a really tough race. I don't know if we can give you any direction at this stage. A lot of the chances are drawn wide. Single Spice, Almachino, Paddy Milas, Pure Heaven, which won last start, all drawn really wide. So it's going to be, the first 200 is going to tell the story with this race.
Absolutely, and you'll find that a lot of these horses get the 12 okay, but the 14 tests them out. And given the speed in the race, there should be a few being found out at the end of the 1400. Very good race. Almachino had little luck last start, and the form out of that race I think you'll find pretty strong. So he's got to be very hard to beat. It's a very hard race.
I think Mendicity's quite a big price.
Mendicity, what price are they betting at?
$11. I think Red Hot Sacks is a really big price. Keeps surprising me, this horse. Just a real fighter.
It's one batter, I think.
Yep. 1400 should suit it. It's drawn the best of any of the chances, so that would be the value as far as I'm concerned. Flying Affairs out, drawn 14, so there's a little bit of the pace gone.
And Single Spice, good run first up, faced the breeze in good time, and he got beaten too. So good race, plenty of chances go wide in that. I'd suggest punters.
Wide into quaddy.
What's favourite in that race, Matt? Sorry.
It would be
Almachino. Yeah, he probably deserves to be favourite. Maybe he's had short.
Almachino is one of those horses that draws a barrier every single start. He's drawn 1, 2s and 3s. Drawn 12, so it'll be interesting to see where he ends up in this race.
But yeah, good race. Certainly a quality race for the Burgess Queen, which is good.
The last
already. We're going too fast, aren't we?
We are going too fast. We'll have to stop and have a beer.
We'll do a Melbourne Cup preview, shall we?
It is a 1474 plus. The favourite will be very short, the Tenby Friar, 270 at the moment.
Really?
Drawn pretty wide too, 16, Jason Brown. That is well under the odds as far as I'm concerned. There's a stack of pace in this. Pin Rouge, West River Kevidon.
Ken's Double can go forward.
Ken's Double, and they said in the steward's report that they'd be going forward because they thought that's the reason it failed. Volcanic Causeway led last start, so there's a ton of pace here.
Yes.
Just looking at it, I'm liking the look of Nightlike. I thought its run last start was quite good. I think it's a little bit one pace, so with a bit of speed up front, that'll really suit this horse here.
He'll need to get into the race at the right time though.
Yep.
Troy Turner, if he gets lost standing for home, if he can get going before the corner and get clear running, it'll be very hard to beat.
I think if he can tack onto the moving line, I think Jags is probably the right rider for the horse, as long as he gets stuck into it. Moonlight Bay deserves to be up there. It's second favourite at 480.
And with the pace, horses like Babika Noir, Al Larrikin always have to be a chance as well.
I got to query Babika at the 14.
Yeah, fair call.
Having said that, I queried it at the 12 last start and it won. So
yeah, he rode it very cold last start. He hit the front hands and heels, went for it the last 100 metres. So I'll be having the same thoughts as you over the 14. I think he would be some sort of a risk.
And Rosie Rocket, always a chance in this race. Should posse up midfield behind a good pace. $9 is probably a bit of value.
Yeah, they like to bet that camp. So Moonlight Bay probably a bit.
They had two bets last week, didn't they?
They certainly got them. We're glad Dunlagura got up because Veracious was horrible. So no complaints there.
Not at all.
But the last very hard race here, again, punters, it's good that they're hard races because it gives us a chance. The Tenby Friar shouldn't be under $3, I don't think, from that barrier. They had very good runs first up, worked pretty hard, just got beat by Lucky Gray. What's the form line for Lucky Gray in the earlier race?
Lucky Gray, yeah, he's going to tell us a bit.
Miss Tipsy Topsy, not a possible first up either, over the 14, with Fishy on, with pace. Good race to last.
Very good.
Program punters. Hopefully you can give us a chance this week and let us keep some in the bag.
Good luck with that. And
for Cup Day.
Don't forget to tip in UTC this week. It's getting down to the pointy end, as they say. The
pointy end, and rest assured Matt will be properly dressed for the meeting on Saturday.
Thank you. Thanks, punters.
Thank you.